Hello viewers, this is your host Sushil with my new video on Scenario Manager at your discretion. In this video, I'll explain you the application of Scenario Manager as a tool in Microsoft Excel. I will proceed with two examples, one on the individual basis and another one on an organization basis. I will give you a demo of the individual basis example here on your screen. In this example, I have quoted the example of income versus the expenditures, and as a result what savings are feasible or possible. So if an individual wants to compare month on month basis or year on year basis as to what savings he or she is making and how can he or she plan it, this is the best tool that can be used. So friends, if you see, the first one is the income cell wherein the values are keyed in dollars. The second one is the inflation cell. The inflation cell is a derivative or a dependent cell on year inflation that happens in the market. So it is always in percentage as seen on the screen. The fixed expenses and the variable expenses are the values again in dollars, and as a result the savings are also seen in dollar. So how is scenario manager used? Let us go to the cell data, what if analysis and scenario manager. So now on your screen you see there are three scenarios here: initial, case 1 and case 2. These are already created and available for us to review. So subsequently I'll be explaining you how these scenarios can be created and used. So if I go to the first one, that is initial scenario, I see here there are changing cells which are $C $3 to $C $6. Those are very much seen on your screen here, which I am highlighting in the blue. So these are the cells which are the variable cells chosen for this example, and now when I use them, what derivative I get here. So let me go and find out one by one what is the output of individual scenarios here. So when I go to the show icon and click it, I get the values for the initial scenario wherein the income is 25,000, inflation is 5%, fixed expenditures are 10,000, variable expenses are 1200, and as a result what we get in savings is 12,550. If I go to case 1 and say show, the scenario of case 1 is senior, case 2 again when I say show, the scenario of case 2 is senior. So on individual basis the scenarios can be seen on screen like this. But if we want to compare month on month or year on year basis, how do we do it? It is very easy. Just go to the summary button here and click it. The summary of all these scenarios will be given on a single sheet here. So when I say summary, it gives here the result cell is what needs to be chosen. As you see on the screen, it is C7 cell that has been chosen. The result cell can be a single cell or multiple cells. So in this example, it is single cell, and the scenario summary can be seen as a single one or as a pivot table. So I'm choosing scenario summary as a single page and I say OK. There comes a report on my screen. The current values which were on the screen were these ones. The initial scenario was this, case 1 was this, and case 2 was this. So by seeing a summary of this scenario on screen, one can make out what are the savings that he or she is making month on month or year on year. So this is how a scenario can be initial scenario, case 1 scenario and case 2 scenario here in this example can be compared in a single go. Fine. So let us go to the next example, that is organization level example, and here I'll explain you how to create a scenario. In this example, I see the tabs or the cells department contributors, and the contributors here are employee. These are all expenses, contract, travel, logistics, overheads, licenses and fees, previous year's expenses, the budget for this year, and the variance between the previous year and the budget this year. So many organizations on a small scale level or a big organization use this methodology of making or planning or budgeting for the future year based on their earlier year's expenses or earlier year's planning versus this year's planning what the organization wished to do. So friends, before I proceed, I'll show you how to name the cells here. So ideally if I go here, this cell is seen as D2. Whereas when I go here, I see this cell as department. How did I do that? Let me explain you in a single go. So if I use the key Control Shift F3, by default I'll get create names from section. So either I use top row, left column, bottom row, or right column. Here I'm going to use left column. Before that, let me tell you, I have to choose the cells which I want to name. So once done, I choose Control Shift F3, and here in this case I want the left column cells to be named onto the right side. So I say OK, and here when I go to this cell, I see it is named as employee, this one has contract, this one has travel, this one has logistics, and so on. So friends, once I have named it, it's part of it. Now in this case again I go to what if analysis and say scenario manager. Here I have already 4 scenarios created: marketing, R&D, production, and purchase. Now you see none of this appear here on the screen in this portion. The reason being that while these were created totally on this part by using the add button. Whereas in the previous example, I had created the scenarios by typing the values into the cells there. Fine. So let us get on to how to use this or how to create it. Now if I go to marketing, a marketing department person must have created his budget for the following year, and while creating he has written here that the details to be approved by head of marketing. Fine. The R&D person has done something for his department, same with production and purchase. And now a person who is going to compile them together has taken the inputs from these departments and created this scenario manager for the purpose of the organization as a whole to plan for the following year. So now if I go to the marketing button and I say here show, it shows what the marketing person has done. Now in the previous case, what we had seen here was the in the individual basis, the inflation was a function of the income or the inflation rate decided on in that year. In this example, whatever we have taken are not functions, or the variable cells which are being considered here are not functions of each other. So if you see, the employee expenditure is 2 lakh rupees here, contract is 50,000, travel is 40,000, logistics 10,000, overheads 12,000, licenses and fees is 1500. Previous year the target was or the planning was 3 lakh. The budget for this year turns out to be 3 lakh 13,500. That is nothing else but the sum of these cells, right? And what we see here, the variance is nothing else but the budget of this year minus the previous year target. So if you see, this is positive here, that means there is increase in the budget this year. So naturally year on year things go on becoming costlier, or as the organization advances the budget for expenditure goes on increasing. Now let us go to the second case here, or second scenario, that is R&D department. And R&D department has given their inputs, and the scenario manager, when we say show, we see the values here. But here if you observe, the variance here is seen to be negative. That means the organization, maybe because of the pandemic or because of the organization strategy, has decided this year they won't be making any big expenses, or rather they will be cutting down the expenses in the current year budget to 2,60,000 rupees instead of 6 lakh which was done last year. And as a result the variance is negative and it is drastically down. So this year this organization is not going to spend much on R&D. If we go to production and if we say show, here it is, there comes the budget planning for the production department here, and purchase also has done their own part. Now friends, as I told you, I'll explain you how this scenario manager is to be created. So the first tab here is add. When I say add, it comes here, the scenario name. I can give the scenario name as say sales. Now in sales department, now which are the changing cells? So Changing cells can either be chosen from here by clicking this and choosing the cells here. So these are the variable cells which I am choosing. I say enter, and once chosen, those are displayed here. Okay, once done, I can, or who is the creator can add in the comments here that cells values are subject to change in next 1 week. Okay, so this is the comment that has been put in by the creator, and I say okay. Once done, now it comes to the next page wherein the values can be set in. Now it is by default choosing the current values just seen here. So now I'm going to change it to the values which are relevant to this department. So cells say the expenditure of the employee value is 3,50,000 or 2,50,000. The contract value is say 60,000. The travel for the sales guy is quite high. He wants to budget for 60,000. Logistics, I think they shouldn't, or they are not going to spend more than 30,000, and so on and so forth. License and fees for the sale, they don't have to do any sales license expenditure, so zero. Overheads 15,000, logistics 30,000, and previous year they had keyed in say 2,50,000 as input. Now I can say OK and go ahead, and if I want to add some more scenarios I can click on add button, but I think the sales department inputs what we have created is sufficient for us as of now, so I say OK. Once done, you see now the sales has got added here. If you want to edit it at any time, you can go to the edit button and edit it. Okay, once done you can say OK, go back to your eh, eh, earlier page. Here once you have edited, either you can delete any of the scenarios as per your wish or requirement by choosing the delete button. Okay, the remaining two buttons I'll explain you subsequently. So now you see the comment what was typed here, that cells values are subject to change in next 1 week appears in the comment button here. So once I say OK or show, it will show the cells one here. So again, if you see, the variance is coming positive here. That means the sales budget is going up high here upon, and the license and the fees is zero. That's why it's seen as a dash here. Fine. This is how a scenario can be created. Now friends, when I say the scenario is done and I close it, now if I choose to retain these values here, as we saw in the earlier example, the values of the current values appeared in the summary. So I'll give a live example here. I'll demonstrate to you here. By clicking summary, the summary can be created for all these scenarios. So I've created 5 scenarios here. So let me say create here. It goes to scenario summary. In earlier example, we had chosen only one cell, but here now we're going to choose two cells, that is the budget and the variance. Once done, those appear here. C10 and C11 are the cells which I have chosen for the scenario summary, and I go to OK. So when I say OK, as I already told you, the sales expenses which were the current values appear here as they are. Now you may be wondering why I named all these cells with the left side column. Was the reason here you see. Now when you see department, employee, contract, for all these parameters you see the variable values for all these departments or the scenarios, right? So the top management or a reviewer of this budget can in a single go make use of this scenario manager and choose to take decisions based on the values keyed in by all departments or the contributors. Now friends, I give you an example of the current values being like this. Now I'll give another example what happens if we don't retain the current values there. So I go back to the organization cell, I go to these cells and I choose to delete them. Well, the values which are typical to that scenario has been chosen, but in background, whatever sales or whatever values were keyed in by the different departments continue to exist in the scenario manager. Here they are. So if we go to this again and say show, the sales department values will be seen here, or if we choose to say marketing and say show, the values will be seen there. But right now I won't be doing that. I'll be going to the summary sheet. I'll click summary, and already we have chosen the sales, so I won't choose them again, and I say okay. So scenario summary appears on your screen, and this time you are very clear the current values are not seen here. Fine. But the cells with the variable values are very much seen here, and as a derivative what is of interest for decision makers are also seen here. As I said, multiple cells can be chosen. Those are the two cells which we chose, and budget and the variance is what is important for a decision maker to make a decision. So this becomes a good management tool for an organization, and if at all you are the family head, it becomes good management tool for you also as a family head or as an individual. Now I go to this plus sign here and I saw what is extra that I can see here. Here I see the comments which were made in there are very much seen here. So it is very much essential to put in these comments like details to be approved by the head of marketing, which was put in here, right? And another comment here is sales will change, or sales value will change within 1 week. So any decision maker will be able to take decision based on these remarks. So these remarks are important for the level at which this will be reviewed. Fine friends. So with this I explained you how to use scenario manager in various scenarios, either on individual level or on organization level. Fine. Let me explain you that the variable cells can be chosen in a different way also. If I choose these cells which I want to make variables, I can choose it beforehand and then go to what if analysis and choose a scenario manager. And here in the now I'll say add new scenario, I'll say scenario, and I will say admin department. Okay, so for admin department, if you see here C2 to C9, which I have already selected, are appearing as changing cells, right? If I wish to put a comment here, I can put it and I can proceed. I can lock it for preventing changes or hide it if required. I'm not going to demonstrate it to you as of now. Prevent changes is what I am leaving as it is, and I go here. So I go to admin, fine. Then I'm going to put in some values here so that I can give you a demo. I won't spend much time on this. Okay, once done, I won't go to show, but this time I'm going to just go to summary, and here I'm going to create a summary wherein admin has got added and whatever the values are available at the discretion of the decision maker. I'm just going to delete this scenario, this summary, and explain you the remaining couple of buttons in this application. So I already explained you add, delete, edit, summary. I have explained you how to see the show option for every scenario here. So in this way we can create multiple scenarios, and for every variable there can be 32 maximum values those can be inputted. Now what is this merge button? In both the examples that I have given you demonstration, there is no use of this merge button, but as a demonstration I'll explain you how this merge button applies here. So if I click merge here, what happens here is from the current book, that is Scenario Manager in Microsoft Excel, it gives me both the sheets individual and organization, and it says if I choose the individual as a source sheet, it shows that there are 3 scenarios in this source sheet. If I choose organization as a sheet, it gives 6 scenarios on the source sheet. So now if I choose to merge the the 3 scenarios on the individual tab will get merged into the organization tab. I say OK, and here it is. You can see now the initial case 1 and case 2 appear in this list of scenarios. So friends, if at all there are scenarios which are common to multiple tabs in a given worksheet, one can choose to just merge the scenarios so that it will save efforts of the creator to recreate these scenarios. So once these scenarios are created or merged, rather merged, and then as I go to summary and create summary, it will give me summary in this form. So as you see, the initial case 1 and case 2 does not apply here. So you get some vague values here. Fine, but had it been useful or applicable that the scenarios from the individual work tab were applicable in organization work tab, it would have been beneficial for the creator as well as the reviewer. With this, we come to the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed watching this example. Had you been aware of it, I'm sure you are more aware of it now with a few more examples, topics, and ways out or means of doing scenario manager here were explained. Friends, I request you to express your life at the YouTube channel. Share this video with all your friends who are in need of this knowledge, as well as subscribe this channel for future videos which are getting published. Till the time I come back with my new video at your discretion. Stay safe, enjoy. Bye bye.